Oh, hey there. Welcome to Creative Crusade, my ongoing art journey. I'm just getting set up here. Nice of you to drop by. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to hook everything up. But so yeah. Well, I mean, since you're here, how's it going? How's your how's your day been? Step down below, but you don't care about that. I know you're just here for the what's it called? You know, the stuff. Whatever this is, the superimposed lines. Yeah. If I can even find, I'm not even ready. I'll be right back. Now I'm ready. So. How to draw the first homework of Drawabox lesson 1, which is superimposed lines. Alright, my process on doing superimposed lines. So first things first, you want to make sure that you're drawing from your shoulder. And I'm assuming that you've watched all of Drawabox's Uncomfortables, Uncomfortable, the guy who made Drawabox. I'm assuming that you've watched the videos before watching this. Because this, I am assuming that you've watch those and you're just watching this to get a reference on how to do it rather in real life. This is just to hopefully help you, show you my process and how I do it, to hopefully help you some way. I don't know what I'm saying. Hopefully this helps you somehow is what I'm saying. So let's just do a quick example on making sure you're drawing from your shoulder. He does a really good explanation on this. I'll leave a link in the description on the video I'm talking about, of him showing you how to draw with your arm or your shoulder, not with your wrist or your elbow. When you draw from your shoulder, you can get much easier, smoother lines. Like, these are trash, but you know, it's smoother still and more straight than if I were to say draw from my elbow or my wrist. So that's why, in a really summarized way, why you want to draw from your shoulder. You have more control. So, make sure you're drawing from your shoulder. If you're not, that's going to be a problem, because this exercise trains you. This exercise trains you to draw from your shoulder. So, first things first, let me find my notes. I'm just using a 0.5, whatever this is, size needle drawing pen, which is what he recommends you use. And normally I use a drawing board like this, which can extend up or whatever, because it's easier to draw on an angle rather than a flat surface. But I have to do that, or I don't have to, but it's easier to show you what I'm drawing when I have a flat surface for this vertical camera. So, first thing, you're going to draw some straight line, or this is what I do. You can do it. You should do it the way he says, so I'm just doing this kind of off memory. So you're going to draw a line, or a few lines or whatever, with a straight edge, that is. And he says to go over it 8 times with your shoulder. And make sure you start with your needle pen, or with your pen on that before you go out. So instead of just trying to do it like this, you want to make sure you start right there and then go for it. So let's try this again. Let's run this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like about 8 times, whatever. You can tell if you're arcing too much or whatever, and you can try to correct that. That's probably more than 8 times. Or you can go for a really long one or a really short one, which you should do all sizes just because it's best. It's like go in the corner for a really tiny one. Just like or the really freaking long one, which is hard to do because this. And you can make sure to turn the page so it better suits your arm, because it's easier to draw at a 45, I think it's 45 degrees angle away like this, than like if you're trying to draw down with your shoulder. It's harder. It's naturally easier to draw this way. It's not impossible to do it this way. It's just easier to do it this way. And if you are able to turn the page, go ahead and do so. So you can see I'm not taking my own advice here. I have fraying on both ends, so I need to make sure I'm starting down here before I go out. And if you feel super confident, you can even try to make a straight line. Well, if you have ink in your pen still, which this one's out. Let's try this one. Nope, that one's out too, okay. Let's try this one. Well, it's a little better. Still trash. Huh. Anyway. See, I notice I'm going above this too much, like I'm going up like that too much. So I'm going to try to counter that by trying to go down a little more. And see, I'm going too much now, so it's just kind of a balancing act to try to, over time, try to get the right angle and stuff. But it's kind of hard to show it when these keep dying on me. There we go. Make sure you get a ruler, straight edge, whatever. Go for it. I lost count. Anyway, so that's how you do the straight ones. There's also, you also should try doing it with like curves. So try to replicate your curve, just to try to help you also get into drawing with your shoulder more in all kinds of angles. You can also do like zigzags, or not zigzags, but more swirly things like that, or have like a, just try to replicate it as closely as you can, trying to draw with your shoulder, not your elbow, like not with your elbow, with your shoulder. Heck, you may even try to go against the grain and try to draw in a weird angle that might not suit your shoulder best, like down from the top left to the right if you're right-handed, which, you know, is hard, but if you want to train it that way, it's a good exercise for doing that. So that's how you do the superimposed, is that what it's called? Superimposed lines? Yeah, the superimposed lines exercise. How I do it anyway. Oh, also I like to, just kind of for a little reference, when I finish one, just like put a little whatever when I'm done, so like number them. Just kind of helps you show your progression. If you want to do that, it's not required, I don't believe. But, so yeah, that's how you do superimposed lines. Hope this helped, and let's move on to the next exercise. See you later.